So Nimbus stayed up in the softest, fluffiest part of the sky, watching other clouds drift lazily by and wishing he could join them. Dreaming of being brave enough to make his dream of bringing rain a reality. One night, the sky glowed a gentle pink and gold as Nimbus curled up to nap. The moon, shining bright above, saw Nimbus snuggled up tight and floating past asked Little Cloud, "Why are you still awake?" Nimbus sighed. "I'm too scared to fall. I'm too scared to try." The moon smiled kindly. "Oh, little one, every cloud has a purpose, even you. Don't let your worries keep you from finding yours." With that, the moon drifted behind a soft cloud, leaving Nimbus alone again. A little while later, a bright sunbeam peeked over the horizon and floated closer to Nimbus. "Why aren't you asleep yet? It's time for bed." Nimbus sniffled. "I can't sleep when I'm worried about falling. What if I fall too fast? What if I vanish?" The sunbeam giggled. "Silly Nimbus, you won't vanish. You're a cloud. You'll always be here." "But I'm scared," Nimbus said quietly. The sunbeam floated away, leaving Nimbus to his worry. And soon the other clouds began drifting by, whispering good night, until all that was left was the shy twinkling of stars. Nimbus watched them all go by, sad that he couldn't join in their nighttime games. Then suddenly, a playful breeze brushed against him. "Hello, little Nimbus," it whispered. Nimbus started when he heard his name. "Who's there?" "It's just me, a friend of the wind," said a gentle voice. "I saw you watching us play. Would you like to join in?" Nimbus hesitated. "I'd love to, but I'm too scared to fall." The wind chuckled. "You don't fall, you float. And I can help you find your way." Nimbus felt a warm glow inside. Maybe he could do this. Maybe he could finally bring rain to the world below. He took a deep breath and whispered, "Thank you." And together, the wind and Nimbus set off on an adventure to find the sleeping earth. The wind danced around Nimbus, guiding him on a path of starlight. Soon, Nimbus could hear the sound of gentle waves crashing below. "Look," he whispered, awestruck, "the ocean. I've never been so close before." The wind pointed toward a cluster of cozy clouds ahead. "There's my home. I live among the sheep clouds," he said. "Will you visit me again?" Nimbus asked, surprised at his own boldness. The wind smiled, of course. "Now, this is where we part ways. You must continue on alone." Nimbus trembled, all alone. But then he thought of the thirsty earth waiting below, and he knew he had to be brave for her. He hugged a passing cloud goodbye and said, "I'll come back, right?" The cloud twinkled. "Clouds always find their way. Now go. It's time." Taking one last look at the friendly face above, Nimbus closed his eyes and jumped. At first he felt a rush of excitement, but then he panicked. What if the moon was wrong? What if falling hurt? But then something amazing happened. He didn't fall. He floated. Nimbus laughed in surprise. It was like being on a cloud throne made of starlight and stardust. The wind was right. He wasn't falling. He was floating. And as he drifted lower, a wide smile spread across his face. He could see tiny houses nestled between green hills. He could hear the gentle murmur of a nearby stream and the sweet song of crickets. And then he saw her, the most beautiful flower he had ever seen. She was small, no bigger than his raindrop, but her petals were drooping sadly. "Oh, hello," she said softly. "Are you going to water me?" Nimbus beamed. "Of course," he whispered, and he closed his eyes as he let go of a teardrop. It fell slowly to the ground, where the tiny flower waited patiently. Then the most amazing thing happened. Her face lifted up. Her petals opened wide and she whispered, "Thank you." Suddenly, more flowers appeared below. They were everywhere. Irises, lilies, daisies, and sunflowers, reaching up to him with grateful smiles. Then Nimbus remembered what the moon had told him. He had a purpose. Now he understood what his dream meant. He was meant to bring rain to the thirsty earth. As he floated over the hills, Nimbus saw a little boy and girl splashing in a puddle. "We're having a water fight," shouted the boy. The girl giggled, "And we're winning." Then they noticed Nimbus. "Can you help us, Mr. Cloud?" asked the girl. "I need more water for my side." Nimbus smiled. "Of course," he whispered, and he sent down a gentle shower. The children squealed with delight. "Thank you, Mr. Cloud." They waved until Nimbus was out of sight. As he floated higher, he saw a farmer looking up with a tired smile. "Please send some rain, Mr. Cloud," he said. My crops need water and I need your help. Nimbus beamed, of course, he whispered, and he sent down a cooling drizzle. The farmer's face lit up. Thank you, he said, and he bowed his head in gratitude. Soon Nimbus saw a majestic horse trotting by the river. Its coat was dusty, and it panted heavily. Please send some rain, Mr. Cloud, it cried. I'm exhausted and I need a drink. Nimbus smiled, of course, he whispered, and he sent down a refreshing spray. The horse drank deeply from the river, then whinnied with joy. Thank you, it called out, and it pawed the ground in appreciation. Floating above the mountains, Nimbus felt a sense of calm wash over him. He wasn't just a little cloud anymore. He was Nimbus, the helpful, kind, and generous cloud. And then he saw it. A beautiful rainbow arcing across the sky. It was a gift, a thank you from the world below. As Nimbus watched, the rainbow seemed to reach out and wrap around him. Then he heard a familiar voice. Well done, little Nimbus, she said. You brought rain to the thirsty earth, and now you bring me joy. It was the moon, and she was smiling. Nimbus blushed and looked away. I couldn't have done it without you, he whispered. The moon laughed and floated closer. You were very brave, little one. Now it's time to rest. Together, the moon and Nimbus drifted back to the sky, where the stars twinkled and the other clouds welcomed him with cheers and twinkles. He was home. He was Nimbus, the brave little cloud that dreams of rain. And though he was still a little scared of falling, he knew that with a little help from his friends, he could do anything. And as the other clouds drifted by, he shared his story with them, hoping to inspire them to be brave and kind, just like the little cloud that dreams of rain. And so little Nimbus slept, not afraid of falling anymore, but dreaming of flying with purpose. The end.